Akame kill, why are you doing this to me? You can't be ending like that. Oh, God. That ending. The week of that ending. Well, wasn't a surprise. Well, was a surprise, but yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Akame kill episode. Let me check. 5 review. Jesus. And for some reason, seeing that slide thing gave me a sense of deja vu. Scared the hell out of me. Anyway, this episode. We learned Sheela's past. She was a klutz. She's the airhead. Well, she doesn't lack intelligence. I mean, she's just incapable of getting things right. But she's funny nonetheless, especially what she'd done to mine. How the hell can you mix up mine for clothes? I'll never know. And how the hell did she get her into, well, that water current, whatever. I was about to say washing machine, and I was just about to say, am I that stupid? Well, then again, I have guns. So I suppose it's not impossible. Anyway, whatever. Cleaning device. How the hell she got in there, I'll never know. But made me laugh. This episode, not much combat. Well, I say that like it's a bad thing. Not much combat, but it was good. From what we saw, it was enough. Like, when we learned about the... Well, not learned. We're seeing more about the Imperial arms. Tatsumi was using Zanks, and then they were like, oh, give it a try, and then Akame was like, use it on me! And then he was like, you want meat tonight? And then I was just like, she'd be thinking already, you don't need a device to use that, and then Leona just comes in and say, nope, that doesn't work. It doesn't count. And then they're just all like, oh, use the, another ability, and he was like, oh, use the secret ability. Thanks, a little pervert. Shame Leona wasn't there. Bloody shame. At least he has the decency to not go all the way through. Like, give him points to that. Esdeath. I think I'm saying her name wrong. I don't know why, but she reminded me a little bit of Bambietta. I mean, she wasn't as crazy. But yeah, this character, the leader of the night raid that was setting up, I don't remember his name. Because after what happened, he had this strong, in her opinion, that the Imperial arms under his possession, the ice type, whatever it's called, was the strongest Imperial arms. I mean, they don't know concrete what is the number one Imperial arms, but in her opinion, that was it. I was like, oh, okay, so you're setting up a good character, fair enough. And then it was like, they're being invaded, blah 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 blah, and it was set. And the guy, green-haired guy, Yamadi, I think his name is, guy with the gloves, was saying, oh, it will take a year for it to be conquered, and like, yeah, they were setting up the base, saying what their battles is like they're good defenders, good attackers, good everything. I was like, oh, okay, so I'm looking forward to see more of this character. Yeah. It was stupid of me to think that Esdeath just mopped the floor with them. I mean, I was like, oh god, is this the bodies of the Imperial City that are hung up and all that? And then I saw a guy kneeling. I was like, oh god, that's the guy that the leader was on about, wasn't it? And yep, he was licking Esdeath's boot. She's a badass. Just kicked him, killed him. No remorse. I mean, she just killed the entire army. I mean, like, nothing was shown, but it was said. Jesus, no remorse. I'm actually looking forward to see what else happens with her. So yeah, we got a good setup for, I suppose, the antagonist for this season. I might be wrong. It was probably someone else. I mean, they may deal with the king or the minister. I haven't read the manga. I'm just assuming. But anyway, the minister. Ooh. Total bugger, and the royal court, as I'm dubbing it, has lost them 2 valuable members to the Revolutionary Army. Yay. But the minister was like, oh, let's bring Esdeath in, let's deal with Night Raid, and I was just like, well, I like that Night Raid has messed with your plans and made you go on a hysterics. Yeah, I knew he didn't have value for his people, but yeah, this just if you had doubts, I mean, this just sets the cake. We also met a new character. I don't remember her name, but I remember her Imperial Arms, Koro. I'm calling her Koro Girl. Um, yeah, just see her. I was like, oh, this random character, nice, fun, very cute. And the way she dragged that dog was like very freaky. Well, not freaky. I mean, like it's like she had no value for it, but the dog didn't really care. And what interesting to note. No, actually, I'll move on for that. Then I'll mention the dog's abilities. Um, she finds Tatsumi because he was separated from Leona after Leona had her tabs coming back against her. Yeah, and her swindling. And Tatsumi and Leona got separated, and he was lost. And then the girl came up, Koro girl came up, and it was like, oh, my justice senses are tingling, something along those lines. And then went to him like, oh, where are you? And he was like, oh God, this person at the Imperial Army. Like, oh, was in this place, but I don't know how to get back to her. So we took her back, and then parted ways, and she's just running, and I was just like, oh, so she's after Night Raid. Okay, I suspected that. But her reasoning was because of the captain was killed, Ogre, or Org. Oh God, I don't know when, but it goes to show how money can corrupt you so easily. Because he seemed like a nice guy when he was training her. I mean, like, when she was saying all that, oh, my father and justice, like, she said a nice quote, I don't remember it, do apologise. It was like, oh, a scientist working on an experiment, you want to do that, but I must warn you that you'll endure an incredible amount of pain. She was like, oh, I don't care, as long as I get to stop evil. And I was like, oh, God. So she's not after Night Raid, she's after the person who killed Ogre. And that's the person that you helped out. The irony. But this is the more ironic thing. Koro's ability. I don't know if she's fabricating it or not, but I'm just taking it from what she said. Senses evil people. So I was like, okay. Now that just goes to show, if that ability is true, right? It didn't work on Tatsumi, and I knew that it wouldn't. But if Koro girl, Koro and the girl was around Ogre and she was with her Imperial Arms, wouldn't she have sensed Ogre and his evil intentions? I mean, I'm probably stretching it a little bit too far or thinking too much into something that doesn't really need to be thought about. But I think Ogre was being used. I mean, yes, he was. He got innocents killed. He was accepting money. But that just makes me wonder why Koro's ability didn't work on Ogre. I mean, there must have been more to it than that. I mean, I'm probably thinking too strongly on it, like I said, but it makes you wonder. And yes, she's in tears when she's running down the alleyway from Tatsumi. Want to go after Night Raid to get vengeance on Ogre. I was going to say Koga then. And then it ended. Good God. So we got set up for an antagonist, set up for a rivalry, and yeah. Well, there was probably more stuff that I'm missing. Oh yeah, something else. The part where Tatsumi was like, oh, maybe it is an Imperial Arms that could bring back the dead. I had to pause it and take a deep breath. Oh God, that was awkward. It really was. I mean, like, the fact that he didn't accept their death as reality. I mean, fair enough. I mean, like, if I was in his position, I would think that there was an Imperial Arms that could prevent or bring back the dead. But finding out the truth, that there is no Imperial Arms in existence that can bring back the dead, you only get one life, hit him hard. Oh, and that was just dreadful. I was like, interesting, but a silly notion at the same time. But at the same time, if I was in his position, I would think that. So yeah, I'm gonna give this episode a 8 out of 10. It's got a lot of good setups, and yeah, with the ogre thing, I will admit I'm going too much into it, but I do hope that there's a past story. I'll give it. I'll see how the episodes go along. I mean, if it's not dealing with Coral Girl, then I'll read on with the manga. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Good episode. Really enjoyed it. I mean, so much was done. It's just beautiful. Good day, and I'll see you next week.